Lovelies, it's Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, where we carry the largest selection of wood flowers in the United States. Welcome back to another tutorial. In this tutorial, we're gonna work with this. To another tutorial, and yes, we're going to work with this lovely beaded wreath. I found this at Hobby Lobby, as I like to refer to it as the Hoblob. You can also make one of these pretty easily yourself, and I don't know if we did here on YouTube. We did somewhere, either YouTube or Facebook Live. So it's definitely something you can do, but the ease of just getting it from the store works for me too. So I'm going to test out a type of way to make this wreath. I saw another tutorial. I got my little creative brain a thinking and a jumping and a moving and a shaking and a grooving and all those words. And so we're going to try that out today. So it's slight product testing in a way, more like a technique testing with this. So I'm super excited. I'm going to stop rambling and let's jump into it. All right, on to the supplies. Well, y'all just saw it all over me. Floral foam. I did not film me cutting this to size because I figured y'all didn't want to listen to me swear a bunch, and I don't think that's super YouTube friendly. So floral foam, and it'll make sense why it's cut like this in 2 seconds once we get going. The wreath form, some greenery. This is brand new. This should be live by the time you see this, or it will be going live, possibly. How stinking pretty is this? I know, right? And then of course, Sola wood flowers. It is horrible out there. I get super sad during January, February, March. So we're gonna work with some really pretty bright flowers. So these lovely flowers are what I need to give me a little boost of serotonin, right? Dopamine. That's what I need. A little sunshine in my life while we are dealing with the winter blues. So these are the Sola flowers I'm gonna be working with. And yeah, let's get to making. Well, son of a gun, I forgot to mention, you also need paddle wire. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. All right, so this is the part where we're testing out this technique. I saw somebody wrap the floral foam around the wreath to make the piece. So it intrigued me. We're gonna give it a shot. And let's see, whoops. This particular paddle wire is 26 gauge, and I feel like that might be too thin for me. So I'm going to use the 22 gauge and try that out first. So there's the 22 gauge. I feel like I like 22 gauge better for these kind of projects. The 26 is a little too flimsy for me. All right, so we're gonna unwrap a ton of this, and I wanna keep it flush to the back, so I'm gonna try my best to focus this wiring. Also, the tutorial that I saw, she used one solid piece of floral foam. I did not have a piece of floral foam that was in one piece to be able to use. I'm also going to try really hard not to actually cut through my floral foam. I'm just going to go through this a couple different times. And I'm gonna finish it up right where I started and tighten that up there. just gonna tuck that in. All right, so there, that's set. There's the back. All right, let's get adding to Greenery and see how this does. All right, in the middle of that, I did add some other eucalyptus that's a different shade of green, and I am going to also add a little bit of this angel vine as well. So we're gonna do that, and then we should be ready to add in some flowers. All right, so we're close to being done, but I did want to cover the back. Normally I don't do that, but I wanted to show you an option to do that. So what I did was I grabbed our magnolia leaves. These are very large leaves. These are great to use as is individually as well, but what I'm gonna do is I'm laying them down this way so that when we flip this over, we've got this like frame of leaves up at the top. I did also add just a few more leaves here as well to kind of cover up some more of that floral foam. This guy decided to move on me, so we'll put him back in place. So I'm gonna glue these in as well, and then we're done, you guys. Instead of flipping this over and gluing them, I'm gonna have gravity help me a little bit. So I'm just gonna add some glue to the base of these and then let it sit for a minute to really have some decent contact. Wow. Sass pantses. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something else. Yes, we are. So I'm gonna take some more of my paddle wire and I'm gonna make myself some little staples. We're gonna see if this works instead. So I'm gonna take a small piece of the wire. I'm just gonna fold it like so. And we're gonna do that on all of the different connection spots. You can also do this with just regular wire if you want. I just like to do the paddle wire because it's a little bit easier to bend. Again, I'm using the 22 gauge. There, that's a little bit better. It's holding in place better. Oh, I have blue paint from my glue gun mat. Whoopsies. There you have it. The lovely, what's the word I want? I don't want to call it a ball wreath. The lovely wooden bead wreath. All done. Now, I do want to note a couple things. After I stopped the camera, I looked around a little bit and I did add a couple more flowers right here. And I could actually probably add one more right there. I feel like, yeah, let's just add one more. So now that's finished everything. And then when you're looking down too, you don't see any gaps or anything like that. This is holding really well. One other little thing I wanted to note is afterwards I took, you see, right there. I took a piece of wire, folded it kind of like those staples, and brought it into the sides, on both sides, so that there wasn't any kind of moving back and forth, and that alleviated any of those issues. So there you have it, a lovely wooden bead wreath. We're not calling it a ball wreath. Yeah, we are. We know we are. Can't help it. And there you have it, another tutorial. Thank you so much for joining. If you're loving these videos, can't get enough, want to know when the next one goes live, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to find out about the 150 style Sola wood flowers, along with craft supplies in Greenery. Go to ohyourlovely.com. But before you go, hold on, let me give you something. Use the code YouTube30 to get 30% off your first order. All right, you guys have a great day. We'll see you super soon. Hopefully this brought you a little bit of cheer wherever and whenever you are watching the video. I needed a little bit of bright sunshine, let me tell you, during these cold and dreary and bleak winter days here in Wisconsin. So I will see you next time for another tutorial. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, and you, my friends, are absolutely lovely. Bye, guys.